Ladies and gentlemen, there is the captain of the ship, El Capitan of the Super Shuttle Ferry 26. A little bit confusing. In order to get to Bantayan Island, you take the bus.
10:30,
10:30, yeah? You take the bus from North Cebu bus terminal for about 3.5 hours. Then they tell you to get off the bus, and you buy your ticket at the port over here. Then you buy your ticket, and then the bus goes on the ferry. But at 10:30, that's that's the ferry we're on.
It's very expensive, their ticket, 300.
How many pesos?
360 for me, for you, 356.
It's 256.
Yeah, for you.
Okay, so senior citizens get the pay 256 pesos. That's about $5 and change, and Daisy is $6 for the ferry to go from. All right, Hagnaya office, Hagnaya Port to the port of Santa Fe. So the confusing part was that the fella in the bus said the ride is 5.5 hours. On the bus, he said 5.5 hours. So at 3 hours, he said to get off and buy a ticket. And I'm going, where is the bus going? He goes, the bus will go to the ferry. You take the ferry. I said, I don't understand. I didn't realize that the bus got on the ferry. So, Daisy and I are on our way to Bantayan Island. We're going to go to a place called Rick's Place on the water. It looks like a beautiful resort on a white sand beach. And then we're going to reconnoiter the island and drone the island of Santa Fe, because I don't see a lot of drone videos from that, and that's our plan. These ropes, these old lines, they're not ropes, they're called line. Some people could call them hawsers, but they're not quite big enough to be hawsers. They're the part of the it's kind of like a spring part that the first section of the ramp absorbs some shock and some bounce from the bigger vehicles. Whoa, it's slippery too. Thank you. Very slippery. The metal does not have any sand paint in it. Typical maintenance room on any barge. Just everything everywhere. So there's the bus. There's our food. Daisy, we're gonna eat. You bring the food upstairs. Well, this is a they call it a car barge or a railroad barge, or transportation barge. I have no idea what you call it in the Philippines. They call it a boat. It's a lot of things, but it's not a boat. Floats like a boat. Looks like a boat. The engine room, I'm sure, smells like a boat, but it's not a boat. It's a ship, not a boat. Tie downs for the bigger vehicles for rough weather moving. They have nylon straps, chains, and I don't see any binders. Well, the nylon straps are the binders. Usually they have chain binders. Wherefore art thou, Daisy? Engine room. Yup, smells like an engine room. Oil, diesel, and the slightest amount of boat smell. Just boat smell. The smell of an engine room in any engine room on any boat or ship, small like this, remains the same. We eat down here. Daisy bought enough food. For how many days food do we have, honey?
7.
How many?
7.
7 days. Why did we get so much food?
We're traveling.
Traveling, baby. We have to have traveling food. She brought a bag of food that weighed about 3 kilos onto the bus this morning at 5:30. What are we going to do with all this food? This is traveling food. So for now, this is part 7 of the trip to Bantayan Island, what I'll probably end up calling the virtual handshake talk. Say goodbye, Daisy. Honey.
Bye.
Say, I'm paying Permi from Michael Fazio and in the Philippines, baby. That's right. Bye-bye for now.